And welcome to the final episode of the Vaquero Insider. It's been a wild, crazy journey. It's been we're going to go over all the different kind of things that we experienced throughout the year here on Vaquero Radio, and we're so proud to have made it to this point. I didn't think we were going to make it this far after our first few episodes. It's been a wild ride, but we're excited to go over upcoming updates. Maybe we're going to do a little award segment here at this end of the episode, our favorite episode, most wildest moment, and that way we can kind of reminisce with you guys along this journey because you guys have been with us the whole way, so we appreciate that. But before, as always, I'm your host, Senator Skylar Howell, with my co-host,
Senator Andrea Gaita.
and this is the Vaquero Insider. And before anything, I'm going to hand over the mic to my Senator co-host, Andrea, so she can give a quick disclaimer.
The views and opinions expressed on the Vaquero Insider podcast are those of us as hosts and guests, and do not reflect the official stance of the Student Government Association as a whole. We are sharing our personal perspectives and ideas as senators, and our discussions are intended for informational and entertainment purposes only. Oh wow.
That was perfect. There we go. It took you only like to the last episode, but it's all right.
How many episodes have we had? At least like since fall.
Good question. Maybe
I
like,
don't know.
yeah, I lost track after the whole Valentine's Day episode.
I was gonna say there was a time where we were both very consistent and actually like, numbering all of these. I lost track by February. I'm sorry.
Yeah, after the Valentine's Day episode, I was like, it just everything went out the window. But we made it this far, so well, I guess as we go ahead and we start this episode, what are your thoughts so far on making it this far to the final episode of the Vaquero Insider?
Well, it's a bittersweet feeling. I don't know. This turned into, I guess, a routine on my end. You're pretty used to, every week on Thursday, you have to be there. Last semester, I think we were here on Mondays. So it feels good. Again, I know we were gone for a while. Still feels like we never left, but I don't know. Maybe I'm having like I don't want to leave the room. Vaquero Radio will drag me out of here once the episode is over.
I feel like after this episode, like every single Thursday around this time, I'm just gonna go into a trance and just like automatically just start saying, "This is the Vaquero Insider."
What you could do, I know some people do like those live streams on Instagram just so you at least feel like you're still talking to someone.
Hey, maybe we can do Instagram live streams of the Vaquero Insider every Thursday, but I don't know because I know finals are coming up, and we'll get into all that later in the episode. But I think it's a fitting time now to close this season of the Vaquero Insider. But there's still a lot of stuff we got to go over, so I'm very excited about what we're going to talk about this episode. I know everyone's kind of waiting on our own award segment. We did some polls. We asked students some questions, what their favorite episode was. And so we're going to announce the results here, which I'm going to say right off the bat, they didn't surprise me. The episode of the year, I pretty much knew what was going to be.
I mean, before we look into it, do you already, at least in your head, anticipate the winner?
It's between top two. I think you know which two I'm talking about. But we'll reveal it all later in the episode. But before we do so, we have campus updates. There's a lot of stuff going on still, even though we're at the last kind of quarter of
The stretch.
the stretch. We got finals coming up. We have end of the year ceremonies and all that good stuff. There's a lot to go over. So even though the Vaquero Insider may be ending today, there's still going to be a lot of campus updates in the next coming weeks. But without further ado, when we come back, we're going to go over all those campus updates. And if you guys haven't noticed, I've been playing the songs that we've been playing from our very first episode because I kind of remembered, when I was first starting off, what songs to put. So I just put the most basic ones. So if the music choice is basic today, sorry guys. But when we come back, we're going to go over campus updates. And welcome back to the Vaquero Insider. And now we're going to go over campus updates. As stated earlier, there's a lot going on. In fact, I know y'all can't see us right now, but me and Andrea are kind of dressed up because they did have UTRGV's Office of Sustainability did hold the Sustainability Award ceremony. And so, Andrea, you want to talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah, of course. I mean, this was my first time actually going into it, so for us, we have our the own organization for CEO, so we actually got to present, on sustainability, some of the things that we worked on, and also, I do want to give like a thank you to Dr. Robles. She was there the whole time, and she's our faculty advisor, and I know she's helped a lot of other students. I know she's also your professor. I don't know if you mentioned that at a different time, but who else was there? I believe the Environmental Awareness Club also presented, the UTRGV, the Startup VIP Lab. So there was a lot of people, and some of our members were also able to go. And Yeah, I really liked it. It was cute. That's the best word to describe it. I don't know. It was what, 2 hours? It went by rather quickly, but I liked being able to talk to everyone there. We have a lot of mutuals. I didn't notice that until we actually got there and started speaking to other people. I don't know if you noticed it, but
Yeah, no, I noticed it as well. I had a great time connecting with mutuals, but also meeting new people. I know everyone there kind of had their own presentation on what they're doing to promote sustainability within UTRGV. So I thought that was a great, ceremony to recognize everyone and come together. Which, speaking of ceremonies, later today, um, today is the day. This is the day that almost all student organizations, all students, they kind of have marked on their calendar. Today is the Vaquero Leadership Awards. And so I know we've spoken about it in prior episodes, but this is pretty much like the Grammys, the Oscars, right?
Grammys of
Yeah,
UTRGV.
the Grammys of UTRGV. And so I know a couple of us are nominated, and I know some other friends that are also nominated. But tell me, what are you looking forward to as you walk that red carpet tonight?
Well, to be fair, we don't know if we're walking yet. To be fair, we don't even know like what we're nominated for. At least on my end, but I don't think I've ever actually gone to the VLAs, though I did win an award my freshman year and I didn't even go. And my name was called and I wasn't there. So
Oh,
this
I
is I
remember
have
this.
a video about it that I think I still have on my phone. But to be fair, I didn't know the importance of the event. And if I remember correctly, I wasn't even in town when it happened. So this is my
First experience.
first and I don't know, maybe last. Hopefully not last, but
Maybe. Well, give us a little bit of a preview. What's your outfit gonna look like? There might be cameras there. I don't. Are you coming out, popping out with a particular outfit?
do you see me right now?
I see you, but our audience
Okay, this
doesn't.
is look like because I know we had the sustainability awards literally just an hour ago and why the only thing I changed right now were the shoes because realistically I'm gonna go the way I look right now and I mean I think it's business professional. I think everyone more or less already has the dress code. I know one of our friends that was also in the sustainability awards, she's not changing either. We made the decision that the way we look this morning is just the way we're gonna have to look in the afternoon, but
Well, I'm a little bit of a diva, so I'm wearing gray right now. But
suit you're not gonna change into another suit just because
oh, you better believe I am. I gotta pop out. It's also my first time attending the Vaquero Leadership Awards. I don't know if the paparazzi is gonna be there. I don't know if student
wait,
media is gonna be there
they mentioned that it was in the theater. Or am I crazy?
in the Student Union Theater. So, and I forgot to mention this. If you are planning to attend the Vaquero Leadership Awards, it's open to all students. It's completely free. Please, just celebrate students, student organizations. It's gonna be in the Student Union Theater. So at 6:30.
Yeah, that surprised me actually because I went back and looked at the emails that they would send out from previous years. It's always in the ballroom because they do it more of like a sit down dinner type of situation, but I guess they're gonna maybe because there's a lot of attendees, I'm assuming.
I'm hoping. I know it does have a big stage and stuff. So, are you preparing for any sort of speech?
I think they give speeches.
Yeah,
If
I
they
don't.
do, we're just gonna have to do what we usually do, especially in these podcasts. We're just gonna wing it.
Yeah.
Hope it all goes well.
Well, I'm gonna be pulling. I was gonna go like extra. I was gonna go in like a bright red, like just to really pop out. But I'm like, you know what? Let me just go classy. So
Just for UTRGV, I'm surprised we don't own anything orange.
I'd have an orange tie.
I've seen it.
Yeah,
No.
I have an orange tie. But hey, maybe my next outfit could be for my next Vaquero Leadership Awards. I can wear all orange or something. But I'm going classy with black. So
But these awards, it's every semester or
every year, I believe, because it's like an end of the year ceremony.
shoot. Okay, then for me, this is my first and
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's why hopefully we take home some awards. Unfortunately, we won't be able to tell y'all about it on air next week because we won't have an episode. But
post about it.
yeah, we'll post about it definitely. But are you looking forward to it? I know I'm really looking forward to it. I mean, since I got the invitation to attend, I kind of have it marked on my calendar. I'm ready. I'm just ready. I'm ready for my winter speech. I'm ready for my interview. I'm ready to pop out for the red carpet. So
Fair. I think if they're gonna have everyone do a speech, we're never gonna get out of there. To be fair, we don't even know how many awards are going to be given out.
you're right. I'm a live stream it on my senator account. That's senator underscore Skyler. Go to my Instagram. I'll live stream if I do have a speech.
It's good that you already have them memorized. Every single time we give our like our Instagrams and our Facebooks. I don't think we did it last podcast, but at least you have it memorized because no matter how many Thursdays it's been, I can't keep track of it. So I open my phone every time. I think it's Senator underscore
Well,
something something.
I'm gonna have to remember a new one. Now it's gonna have to be former Senator
FMR dot.
FMR Senator underscore Skyler. But no, I'm really excited for it, and so I'm hoping to see all our listeners there. If you see us, please say hi. That might be our last time connecting. So we really want to make sure we connect and have a good time there. Now on to something more controversial, I should say. There was a question that was going around on the UTRGV students Facebook, and it's a very important question. And I'm just going to ask you, do you think UTRGV should have a love show?
Hang on, you said controversial and my face changed. I had no idea what you were
You'd
gonna
be surprised. There was people like on the fence that said yes, they were absolutely ride or die for it. You had other people that absolutely did not want it. So what are your thoughts? Should we have a love show at this point? Because I know for the past few weeks, the Facebook group chat has turned into Tinder. And I mean, I've seen couples form, I've seen couples break up. I've seen it all in the Facebook group chat. So
I mean, at this point, just to keep everyone happy, student media can, I guess, host something about it. I think in regards to that, there was one post that was put out. I don't know what it was, but then two students were, I guess, flirting with each other in the comments, and then the author of that post took out the comments, and they said, "If I can't find love, no one else can."
dang. Well, I mean, hey, it's rough out here. I mean, we kind of went over it in our Valentine's Day episode, but I
But
mean,
here's the thing, it is such a weird time to be bringing that up because I know we're about to enter finals. I don't think it's next week, but the following week. But I don't know why I guess students are focusing on this. To be fair, maybe we need a good laugh because I know things are getting serious. I know during February Valentine's Day it was kind of the same mess. So this is kind of, I guess, part two.
well, I think with finals, I mean, they're real stressed. They got to study. Maybe they don't want to study alone, right? Maybe they want
Okay.
to share the stress with someone. And so they're looking for love on the Facebook group chat. But I did see an organization that was planning to actually do a speed dating event in UTRGV in the Brownsville campus. So I think they're already on it. Would you attend this sort of event, like a speed dating event within campus?
I mean, no, due to circumstances, but no, I would not. I would love to see it though. It'd be a good I don't know what exactly they would promote. Would it be like? Hang on, let me think.
I would be like as the
Good,
host.
like good communication. I mean, maybe just getting to meet new people.
I
It
think
doesn't
that's
even
what it
have to
is.
be, for dating reasons. But again, it's a very weird time to be bringing this up. I didn't know it was so controversial that students were actually saying in the group, "Don't,"
Well,
it's not
I
necessary.
guess the argument is they don't want campus to turn into Tinder. And so like they're there for their studies. They don't want to kind of, they don't want the university to kind of or even the students to kind of turn campus, which is supposed to be like an academic place, into like a love fest, I guess, which I mean, I see both sides, but I mean,
To
hey,
to be fair, this isn't the worst we've seen. I think it was either the last semester or the last semester where they had like flyers in the Bronx show with people's phone numbers. I think maybe that's the worst I've seen. And also remember that guy from a few months ago that was on the UTRGV students that had that sign, the
oh,
pink one.
yes, the
I
infamous sign, yes.
yeah, we don't have to go into detail, but I think everyone remembers that sign.
Well, hey, it's getting to that point. I mean, like I said, the Facebook group chat has really been acting up. So, I mean, hey, we'll see. But I would definitely attend as a host or something. Like whoever, if the organizers of the event are listening, sign me up. I will be your guest host. I'll coordinate the whole thing with you. It's not often you'll have a student senator, not for long, but a student senator that'll be there hosting the event. But no, I think it's a great idea. Hey, whatever you can to find love, I'm all for it. Which moving on to another kind of controversial question, but this one's been actually very popular. This one's not only happening across campus, but it's happening, I mean, just in general. There's this question, I don't know if you know, Andrea, but there's this question going around. If there was one gorilla
Okay.
and there was 100 men, who would win?
This, wait, that's a good question.
I want to hear your thoughts on this because I have my thoughts, but I want to hear your thoughts.
Okay, I remember the first time I saw it, it was a poll. And I remember I clicked gorilla, but then the mascot posted it separately as a story. and then I think I clicked the 100 men, and it said that the majority picked gorilla. By how much? I don't know. But I think students were actually like getting into it because of it. It was, again, very random to bring up. There was no event, there was no organization for this to be brought up.
I
It
don't
was
even
just a
know.
question.
I don't even know how this started, but I've seen it all over Facebook. I've seen it all over Instagram. Like it's kind of taken over. Like
Wait, no, I want to know what you think.
Okay, I think the men can win,
The men?
but here's my thing. And
It's
we literally talked about it like 20 minutes before the show. I'm not joking. I think one person or two is not gonna make it, but for sure they can beat the gorilla.
I'm saying like 25 are gone.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
You seen that those models? They can rip you apart. Like no. Yeah.
So here's my thoughts, and I'm pretty sure I'm in the minority on this. I'm team men. I feel like we could pull
to be
it off.
fair, you're a little biased.
But I mean, like, it depends too, because if it's like 100, like, maybe not so strong men.
Okay, let's put it into a category. Let's say it's UTRGV students in general.
Well, that's the thing. If it's like 100 me's, I say we can take. I say we could take on 100 gorillas. That's a more fair question.
Well, well, I said this though. They make fun of me. Well, how many of you bring a chubby guy from here and then you make like
He's a shield.
like just like put him in the ground while the other ones are punching him. Boom, 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 boom. That could work. I mean, I'm saying it's a vital like important.
I mean, there's a lot of different tactics because we're smart. Like us human beings are smart. I would probably have like the first 20. Like I'd hype them up. Hey, you can do this. Hey, there's some girls watching. You can probably make some fans. Go attack the gorilla. Boom, they get wiped out. But the gorilla's tired, and then I spend the
How do you know the girl is tired?
Yeah, I will put the 100 all in one.
you're just going all out.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because the thing is, regardless, if 25 are not gonna make it, what difference does it make, like, right now or later? Let's just get it over with. Let's make the gorilla be tired. Or
Okay, yes, but I'll like stand in the back just to make sure everything's going to plan. Like I'll be like the strategist.
Getting
you know,
involved.
get your vote.
No, I'm like the strategist. Like I'm making sure like we're attacking all the angles right.
Well, here's the thing with y'all guys, and I see it all the time. You're so convinced that you're gonna do it. You have to think about what we're talking about here.
But
It's
it's
a
one
gorilla.
gorilla.
Skylar, just because just because you're taller than the average guy.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
do you know how to punch?
Bro, I know how to knock out. I can knock out a gorilla. Just me. If I land right, it's over for the gorilla.
You have 100 punches. Literally, we put 100 of you. There's 100 punches. You think at least one can knock him out? Of your 100 punches.
Yes.
Oh, maybe you have two chances of pound pound. You know, you're like a counter attack. Do you think in that counter attack, your 100 punches will do it? Yours.
I mean, I think I can wobble it. Like I don't know if I can knock it out, but I can make it like wobble a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, okay. I can take those. I can take the chances. I mean, what do you think?
But you know what? I'm gonna flip the question. I'm gonna flip the. Actually, maybe I should. Okay. Do you think a thousand women could take on one gorilla?
Okay, yeah. Okay, I mean, 1,000 is a lot.
But
Okay, to be fair, would we actually want to do it? No, because like save the gorillas. We wouldn't do it.
no, but putting in a situation, that gorilla is contra feminist something.
Oh, it has. Okay, okay. I see.
So everybody has beef on it.
Mhm.
So
The gorilla hates Taylor Swift.
yeah, like yeah, 100 girls has to be all out on him to take him down.
Oh, no way. No,
No.
I'm sorry. There's no way. You said 1,000. I'm like, okay, yeah, like 1,000 girls for sure.
No, 1,000 girls against one gorilla.
Okay, yeah, that's possible.
You think that you guys can win?
We're a lot. Like 1,000's a lot. If you say 100 women,
100 women, yeah.
no, I'm sorry. Unless you're gonna back out. I see it.
2,000 women. You think can make it?
Yeah, for sure. It's a good. I'll put a second
Like-
poll on this on the YouTube to be.
Okay, so if you think 1,000 women could take on a gorilla, but not 100 men could take on a gorilla, how many men could take down a gorilla?
Maybe 500.
Yeah, at that time the gorilla's gonna be like.
Honestly, with 500 men, the gorilla could be King Kong. I still think we're taking it. 500 is a lot.
Take him for the leg and he's gonna.
I mean, to be fair, what are we trying to do here? Are we trying to knock it out?
No,
Unalive it?
or
What
take
is?
it down.
Just take him down. Okay.
No, like take him down forever.
Oh,
Like
I was like, I don't want to say the word, but yes.
That's why. Here's the thing: they never specify.
Yeah. Okay.
Like-
Yeah,
Or
that's true.
like send him to Harambe. Put him down.
Yeah, put him down. Like knock him out. Yeah.
I mean, I think if you guys can, if well, at least the guys, you can get 10 minutes beforehand to at least just talk about how you're actually gonna do this and not just do it like a lo pendejo.
Well, that's another thing too. Yeah, a lot of planification has to be done.
Okay, like I say, I give you guys 10 minutes, and I know you could do it, but you need 10 minutes.
But 100 men or 100.
I don't know.
Okay.
Honestly, I wouldn't need any tactic. I would just rally the troops. I said, look,
Did you not just say it like 2 minutes ago that you need?
I'm like, look, this is our chance to prove ourselves. V's up, and then we'll go V's up. And we'll go out.
You guys are attacking.
Yeah, we'll go out with the V's up. I think that would be the best way. But I think,
Bring the Vaquero mascot on it. I think he will win.
bro,
You can bring a mascot.
he
with you.
counts like it's 50.
Yeah.
Me and the Vaquero mascot could take on a gorilla. I think so. But okay, so I think that finally answers the question.
Yeah, you guys got way too into way more than I thought we were going to. I thought this was gonna be like a maybe 5-minute discussion.
Here's the thing. This is the men's question.
It is a men's question.
It's not completed, so that means that people can talk. We like to have that.
We're deep thinkers. We like to discuss.
Yeah. We like to change our odds. That's why we live less.
Oh yeah, that 100%.
Yeah, you guys want to know how like plan everything. Just
Exactly.
like go.
I know. Yeah, that's why y'all like faster than us. You take too many risks.
That we live less than women.
I'm pretty sure it's a thing. It's a fact. There's a statistic on it.
You think that?
It is true, yeah. But I mean, hey, I'm willing to go out. I'd rather go out fighting a gorilla with 100 men.
See, like
Then-
there's no reason to do that.
But you can be part of history.
Yeah, like you were a part of the 100.
You're not even gonna be here to enjoy it
Well, that's what we don't know until we.
until you do it.
Yes.
Okay.
There you go.
There you go. We already. Yeah, we haven't signed up the gorilla, the 100 men. I'm pretty sure. Hear me out. If you tell 100 students here from UTRGV to be around to beat a gorilla, you will find 100, even at least 200.
You know what? That could be the next poll. Like, not asking students what the problem is with parking. None of that. It's can you do this? This feels more important.
It's dumb. So maybe that's why it's more engaging. I don't know.
Well, it's more entertaining. I get it.
Well, where's UTRGV Spider-Man when you need him? This is like, I feel like what he's there for. So I feel like if a gorilla does somehow come across campus, all I gotta do is call Spider-Man, call the mascot, call myself.
Oh my
We good. We good.
I've seen old people, grab pants and just hit an alligator with them. Well, but this is the thing, it has something on it, so it doesn't count. It has to be for bare fist, right?
Yeah, no weapons.
Okay, no, never mind. Yeah, we'll die.
See, you know what? That's being realistic. I really appreciate that.
But I mean, speaking of dying, finals is coming up.
We were trying to avoid that word the whole time. That's why he said gone forever.
Oh, we were doing
That's why
okay. Speaking of being gone forever, finals is coming up, and so I know a lot of students feel like they're dead inside, right? Inside because I know all the studying that's taking on, and so I wanted to ask you, Andrea, especially for some of our younger classmen, like our freshmen and sophomores, do you have any tips, any guidance, any advice you'd give to our students who are going through finals week next week?
Yeah, I guess I would say don't do what I did. Do not neglect your health in any way. Make sure you're eating during this time. Make sure you're sleeping. And I know that's very hard. And I know it's probably not possible, but I'd rather be the one to say it. But yeah, I mean, yeah, there's really not much. Because here's the thing, I'm really bad during this time. I think I told you maybe 2 days ago that I wasn't sleeping.
I know Andrea gave me the best advice ever for finals. I didn't take it, but she gave me the best advice. She said to use this thing called ChatGPT.
Wait, hang on.
I said no, that I'd rather just study. But if you want to take Andre's advice, I heard there's some resources out there.
To be fair, I will say this. ChatGPT is very good with organizing your notes. Because I'm really bad. I'm really bad at actually keeping up with everything. So you put it in and you just say to like organize it, either based on importance or just how the chapters are going, and it completely like summarizes it for you. That's it. I'm not saying anything else.
She's not giving out the secret sauce. That's all right. What I would say though is what you're saying. Just make sure you're taking care of yourself. You need to get enough sleep. I'm like the number one guilty person of not getting enough sleep. But you need sleep to kind of get focused. And even though studying may be boring, you have to find a way to make it interesting. That's why people listen to music. I mean, even if you have to like give yourself a 5 minute break every 30 minutes or 10 minute break every 30 minutes you study, as long as you can kind of find a way to make it interesting, I think that's really the key. Because even if you're studying as hard as you can, if your brain is kind of like turned off, it's not going to take it in. Like you need to be engaged in order to kind of get something memorized. And so whatever that is for you to get yourself kind of engaged when you're studying, that's probably would be my number one thing to do.
I like that you brought the music, but I mean, they could also listen to the Vaquero Insider Thursdays at 1 p.m.
Oh yes, I mean,
Episode.
hey, we're on YouTube, so I mean, if you missed the episode or if you just want to hear our voices again, you can go to the YouTube Vaquero Radio and you'll have our episodes there. Yeah, I know they're uploading some of the newer ones, so I mean, if you want to binge watch the whole season, I mean, go ahead. Well, we'd love to do so. But yeah, no, excellent point. That was a really good plug there. I think.
That was probably the most important. I don't know, maybe the most helpful.
You know what? Yeah, forget everything else we said. Forget.
Don't sleep.
Stay up all night, party, watching Netflix. As long as you have the Vaquero Insider when you're studying, you're all right. You're all right. But is there any, I guess, kind of final advice you'd want to give for students as they prepare for study week, and then I think finals is in 2 weeks.
I guess for those that are studying on campus, make sure that you have a good study space. Now, here's the thing. I don't know how much I want to say because I am gatekeeping where I study because
It's the last episode. Just open the gates.
okay. No, because then what if it gets full and then I can't go there?
Look. Just say the place. Say the place.
Okay, where I go to is yeah, but yeah, exactly, that's where I go.
So there, you heard it there. That's Andrea's secret spot that she's been gatekeeping the entire time. Go visit her. But yeah, so I guess as we kind of close out this segment, next segment we're gonna go into the highly anticipated Vaquero Insider Awards, where we're gonna go over some of the award categories that we kind of put out for our listeners to vote on, and I know we also had some input on it. So we're very excited to kind of recap this entire season and kind of finally give the episodes, the moments, the crazy controversial takes, the proper recognition they deserve. And all that is when we come back. But I have one last message for the gorilla regarding 100 men versus the gorilla. If it's 100 men versus the gorilla, I'm sorry, gorilla, but you can't touch this. And welcome back to the Vaquero Insider. And in spirit of the Vaquero Leadership Awards, the VLAs coming up later today, we have decided to do our own award show. So this is going to be the VIAs, right? The Vaquero Insider Awards. And we have a lot of really good topics, and we're going to discuss all of them. So I guess the first one we can just start off with. Let's go guest of the year. I think we had a lot of amazing guests this year and this season, and I want to thank every single guest that we had. I know we had JP, Senator JP. We had Senator Andrea Maldonado. We had Alexis too. We had Alexis Senator, former senator, now future senator Alexis. We had Coleman Beck, and we had Jonathan. And am I missing anyone? If I am, please correct me. I think that's all of them, though.
I think that's it. I don't
Oh,
think
Edgar, my intern.
gosh, I'm sorry,
I'm so sorry. My intern Edgar. We had him there on as well. So we had a lot of amazing guests, and they all each contributed in their own way. What they brought to the episode and their perspectives, and so this one was really tough. Not that any guess is more amazing or was better than the other. It just kind of, I guess, flew or it kind of streamed into the episode, which guess kind of made the episode more what it was, right? And so the finalist is going to be Jonathan, Coleman Beck, and then also I think the one with Alexis was really fun as well. And so should we kind of I guess I'll have you announce it.
uh I mean, okay, but okay, I'm glad you said that thing first. We don't have favorites by technicality. Like a parent, we don't have
We don't have favorites, y'all.
okay. I think Coleman Beck were
Oh,
absolutely
wait, I was
amazing.
supposed to do
No,
the drum roll.
no. Okay, maybe
Okay,
for the last one, the last award.
okay, wait, just go again. Pretend no one heard you.
Okay, and the winner is Cope and Beck for what was it, the hip hop like edition episode. But what made it so good is that, I mean, yes, we had like, the script that we usually have like a guide, but at the same time, I think it flowed so well.
With
They were so easy to talk to. I don't know if it was just,
To me, it was like talking to a mirror. Like it was like they were like us, literally.
I don't know what type of version they are of us, but I think we're each other in another parallel universe.
Yes,
I think we even brought it up during that episode because we were all sitting right across from like our counterparts.
it was like a multiverse episode where like the person meets like their multiversal counterpart that's like them but different. That's kind of what that was. It was like looking at a mirror. It was like us. And we had a lot of amazing time. We had an amazing time. I know the talking was we had a lot of wild moments in that episode, but I think that's because we were just so comfortable with each other. And so I know when we decided to make this category and of course award the winner, we said, you know what? I mean, that Coleman Beck episode was just, it was something else. It was special. And hopefully we can do it again. Maybe we can do it again.
Yeah, I'd love to. And when we were filming that podcast, that was the first time I ever even met them. So the fact that it went that well and we barely, said hi to each other 5 minutes before recording, I think it went well.
And honestly, that was my first time meeting him too. But like, I had been like, you can ask anyone here. I had been trying to get a hold of them. It was like meeting my childhood hero. I had been trying to get hold of Combe, because of course I knew him or I knew of his show since last semester. So I kept on trying to put it into fruition, and then it finally came together, and it was everything that we expected. So shout out to Coleman Beck. If they have a guest award episode or category, maybe they can think about us, right? Maybe we can win each other's award. I don't know. But moving on, we have controversial moment of the year. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, we had a lot here on the Vaquero Insider. I mean, almost every episode there was at least one line, one controversy that, you
But
know,
that's why we have the disclaimer at the very
yeah, that's exactly
beginning.
why
We
we
didn't
have
have
the
that disclaimer.
disclaimer. So, some of the finalists were, we had the whole Valentine's Day incident where I revealed my past with my 21 dates I had in elementary for Valentine's. That kind of took off. Everyone was surprised that I had game for some reason. They didn't know I had it like that. I was like, okay. I know we also, of course, had the very infamous Scooter Gate scandal here on the Vaquero Insider as well. We had the whole rapping thing when I rapped and I called you a player. I know that kind of took off. So
I know. Why? Okay, to be fair, I did ask why like 5 times after you
it's
said,
because there's not much that can rhyme with Andrea. So I was like, Andrea,
and you
player.
couldn't have thought of anything else.
It. I only had like a minute to rap. Okay.
Okay, fine.
But anyways, yeah. So those are the finalists, and I'm sure there's a lot more actually.
Oh, actually, an honorable mention to the Valentine's Day episode where you remember when I mentioned it a few minutes ago about the guy holding the sign and then I said I don't want to say, I don't want to repeat it, but I said something. I think if you go on YouTube and you like go around that episode, I said something that I think in the moment, because it was a very good episode. I think there was a point where we were just blabbing and then something came out. And do I regret it? Kind of, but it was funny. It was funny seeing everyone's reaction.
I mean, even when we had Alexis, that was a little controversial at first when we had him on as a guest. So there's been a lot of controversial moments, but um, I'll announce the controversial moment of the year if I can have a drum roll. Scootergate. I think.
Hang on. Hey, I'm gonna turn around for a second. Can we do like a recount? Do you agree with me that him talking about his 21 elementary girlfriends was worse than Scootergate?
Okay, wait. Put context. I was in elementary when I was saying
Elementary. He was
yes.
elementary.
Okay.
Got me arrested. Dang.
100% agree.
Here's the thing: is Scootergate realistically, it was bad in the moment.
No,
No one remembers.
going
No
on.
one remembers that. No one's like, oh,
Everyone-
Senator Gaitan said something about scooters. No.
Everyone, go to the Facebook group chat if you have it. Just search up scooters in the search bar. It's still going on, and it started because of you. And my whole thing is, look, me with the 21 dates, me rapping. I
I
mean,
noticed that most of them were you though.
okay, maybe, but when it mattered, you took the award because I feel like yours transcended our
Yeah,
radio show.
it was really public.
And it's still public.
Yeah,
Like
but at least no one remembers that it was me.
I
I
can
think.
okay, pretty much what you did was set a town on fire, and it's still on fire, but no one remembers who started it.
Yes.
But we do, because you're my co-host, and I was right there when you did it.
Okay, to be fair, it started very innocently. I just put out a post and I was like, "Hey guys, I'm just letting you know, scooters and other, private transportation are not allowed on the Bronx Trail, but there are these other, alternatives," and it just took off. Do I regret posting it? Not really. I guess it brought some type of awareness.
Yeah, well, congratulations, you won controversial moment of the year. Uh, I would give you a victory speech, but I don't think you want to do this one in this case. But that's okay. But you can rest easy knowing you had the most controversial moment of the year.
Yeah.
And so next we are gonna go to wildest moment of the year. So there's a little bit of a difference between controversial and wildest. I think in this case, while yours in the scooter gate, it was very controversial. It wasn't as wild as some of the stuff that happened in this radio show. I mean, like I said, almost every episode had
Everything always
something where
comes
everyone was like, I know you had me rapping, you had the 21 dates, it still came up again when we were talking about it.
I wonder how many people clicked out of the podcast when we would say these things.
I don't know. I mean, even that whole Valentine's Day when we were talking about our past, yeah, the worst dates we've had. I mean, it's gotten crazy. I mean, so what were some of your finalists when you were thinking of some of our just most wildest moments of the year?
Honestly, I don't really see a difference between that and the controversial ones. Everything from that category, I'm just pulling it to this one because realistically, and then add what I did on Valentine's Day. That's no. What I said. What I said. What I said on the podcast.
What did you
Hang
do on Valentine's Day?
Nothing. I said what I said on the podcast. But yeah, I'll bring what bud is that? What is that?
It's like a heartbeat.
I don't know if it goes.
And then our YouTube audience can't even hear it, so it just sounds like.
Yeah, you know what? I do feel bad for some of the people that do just hear us on YouTube. They don't hear those little colorful rainbow buttons that are in the corner that you happen to click.
You know what I'm gonna include for wildest moment of the year? It's kind of underrated.
What?
Our name change. That was kind of wild because.
What do you mean our name changed?
So for those of you who don't know, the Vaquero Insider wasn't our original name, but due to some stuff, we had to change it. But we kind of just changed it from one episode to the next. So I feel like that's an underrated pick for wild moment of the year. Just wanted to throw it out there. But let's ask our audience member, right here. What would you say were some of our wildest moments?
Wildest moments? I think you're rapping though. I never heard you rapping and you did it good.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. It was good, right?
You did it good. And you passed my expectations. Like my expectations were good, kind, and then you successful. Like I didn't expect to be that good.
Everyone, go back to the Coleman Beck episode. Just do yourself a favor. Just scroll to the end. You'll hear the best 14 bars you've ever heard. Yeah, so I mean, there's just been a lot of wild moments. So I don't know. It was very hard to choose one.
Yeah, who win this one?
And I technically have most of them, so I feel like I can't even announce it. So I feel like y'all should announce it. There's also our disappearance. We disappeared for 4 weeks. That was kind of wild.
I don't know if anyone cried about it when we. Some people did ask.
I saw Ariana crying. I know when we came in, it was tears of joy when we finally came back. So we appreciate her.
To be fair, it was our fault because we left without a word, without a post. We didn't say anything on our social media. We just left for 4 weeks.
Left just for the post.
I know.
But it's all right. We're back. Okay, we're back for the final episode. So I guess I'll let you announce this one, Andre. I don't know what. I mean, most of them has to do with me, so I feel like that's.
I know, but you're still winning. Shoot. Oh gosh. You know what? Oh, you can do that. Yeah. Okay, you can take the rapping. The rapping was, I think, the most wild moment. To be fair, I didn't even know you were gonna do it until the segment before you did it.
It's because no one expected it. No one expected me to spit that much fire. Everyone thought that I was gonna just give a little rat in the hat cat. But no, I had some.
You didn't even tell Colm about it.
No, I just wrote some bars like the Elsa one, Let It Go. There was another one that was all right. Vaquero Radio, The Best Show.
Oh wow, in front of Colm Beck.
Oh, you're right. Okay, my bad. But yeah, no, I'd very happily take this award, and I thank everyone who made that possible. Which takes us into our final award category, which is episode of the year. Man, this one was so tough because every episode meant so much to me. Every episode was like, it's like every episode was like a kid. Like I had a kid every week. That's what it felt like. And so, like, it's hard choosing your favorite kid, but you do.
I just talked. Okay, like 15 minutes ago, I said that it's like, we don't have favorites on the show.
But you do. And so we have to choose our favorite, but we have to choose our favorite kid. And so some of them, the standouts, the finalists, of course. I actually liked Andrea Maldonado's. It was the last episode of the semester, last semester. I really liked that one. Of course, I liked the one with Alexis and JP. Those were so fun. The Valentine's Day one was crazy.
So all of them.
All of them were crazy. And so, is there any kind of maybe underrated ones that I'm missing, or are we kind of on the same page on our?
I think we're on the same page, though. I still remember our first episode. We were very. If you go back and you listen to it, we're very. I don't know if monotone is the right word, but we were so formal.
Welcome to the SGA Insider. Oh, maybe I can't even say that anymore. Well, who cares? I'm leaving anyway next week. This is the SGA Insider. But I mean, it was, I think the show started off as trying to inform, and I think to a point we still do, but when we first started it, our point was just to really inform and to get students aware of what the SGA was doing for them. And over time, it kind of just developed into more of a, loose, kind of fun, more conversation rather than
Reading.
us addressing something.
Well, I don't know. I think we found a good balance. It took a few episodes to get there. To be fair, I don't know if we had the disclaimer on the first or second episode. I'm very happy that we implemented it
Well,
because we've said
I
a
don't
few
know.
things.
I'm like, should I just spill the tea on like how those first few episodes were?
Sure. I mean, here's the thing. What's gonna happen?
Okay, I'll just say this. The first few episodes were a little crazy because we kind of needed them to be low key because we didn't want them to be publicized because we hadn't, you know, it's hard to go, it's hard to explain it, but pretty much the first few episodes we did, we really were taking a risk and even, kind of I guess calling your shot a little early or jumping the gun. And so we were just very careful with our first few episodes, but I think once everything got finalized, once the name change was done, we kind of just were able to kind of go all out. So yeah, those first few episodes they still mean a lot to me, but you can definitely tell the difference. But I mean, look where we're at now. I mean, it's incredible. And so with that being said, are we in agreement with our episode of the year?
I think so. Wait. Yeah, I think so.
And it was really close. It was really close. I almost want to give to the two best episodes of the year, but we'll just give one for now. Ready? Coleman Beck. I think that one was wait, let me get the applause. I think that one was our most wild. I think everything kind of went off the rails with that one. The rapping,
There
I
was
mean,
there was not even like a plan going into it. We didn't have, okay, we're gonna talk about this, that, and the other thing. We just had the segments. Everything else was just freestyle.
We winged it, and credit to Coleman Beck for, I mean, just being such good partners and such good guests for us to have that, that awesome episode that we did. But I want to give a very, very special shout out to Jonathan's episode as well. That's close second. The Valentine's Day episode. That was kind of the first time that we kind of broke the mold a little bit. That was the first time things really went off the rails. But we noticed people liked it, and so we're like,
Let's go off the rails even.
if that's what they want from us, then let's, might as well let's just let loose a little. That's where we had the infamous 21 dates thing. That's when we had the player allegations from you first pop up. I mean, there was a lot of stuff that popped up that episode. So yeah, I think that was a very close second. But with that being said, I know we're gonna have to go a little bit over time here, but it's the last episode, so that's all right. But I'm gonna really quickly go into a quick music break, and then when we come back, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up. But yeah, this was a very fun segment. Hopefully we can have more awards coming up. I wish we had more categories, but we kind of did this like within the last 15 minutes, so it's all right. It happens. But when we come back, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up our final episode of the Vaquero Insider.
Are we about to start?
And we are back on the Vaquero Insider, and this is our final wrap up of the season. And so, every single episode, I've kind of made it a point to thank everyone who's been a part of this episode and this journey. But I mean, now more than ever, this one is really gonna hit close to home. I know we had tremendous help even starting this thing. I know Vaquero Radio really worked with us, like the advisor, Robert Velez, and Ariana really helped us as well when we were starting off. And then, of course, we have the amazing staff here on Vaquero Radio that also made each episode go. And so we can do a round of applause for them as well. So yeah, I mean, it's been a wild, crazy journey. I want to thank, like I said, everyone who made this possible, from the advisors to the Vaquero Radio staff to all of our guests who made each episode kind of what it was. I want to thank my wonderful co-host. You were the best co-host I could have asked for, so thank you for that, Andrea. And then, of course, all of our listeners. I really want to thank everyone who took the time to tune in, either live or on the YouTube after the fact. We appreciate all the messages that we got throughout the year. And, when I started this, I didn't know where it was going to go. I just know I wanted to do something to kind of give back to the students and kind of engage with them and inform them in a different way that hadn't been done before. And so I'm hoping I kind of opened up some sort of communication between us and the student body. And it's led to a lot of great things. And I don't know if you have anything that you want to say in particular, Andrea.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I know we're on a little bit of a time crunch, but I want to thank everyone that Skylar already thanked. I can't really get emotional about it because I know we have the VLAs later on tonight, but I'm very happy that we did this, and thank you for choosing me as a co-host. It was the most it was very random on my end, but I have absolutely no regrets, and I think you really broke that barrier, you know, between the organization and the students. Hopefully, a lot of them got informed. Hopefully, a lot of them laughed during a lot of it.
Cried,
Just
maybe.
maybe they're gonna cry with us tonight. I don't know, but we enjoyed it as much as hopefully everyone else did. So
And
I'm
that's
really
because
happy that
you
we did
weren't
it.
even supposed to be the co-host.
I know
I
it was.
tricked you into coming into one episode, and then I told you,
That's another thing. Thank you
right?
for bringing it up on the last episode. I was supposed to be a guest, and then you wouldn't let me leave.
Yeah, but hey, it worked out perfectly. So
We don't want you guys to leave.
Oh, the staff doesn't want us to leave either.
No.
Oh,
doesn't want you to leave.
Ariana's been low key wanting us, but it's all right. I know she loves this. She's just shows
love.
tough. Yeah, tough love. It's plain hard to get. Tough love. But anyways, yeah. So I guess this is our final send off. So I'm your host, Senator Skyler Howell.
And I'm his co-host, Senator Andrea Gaitan.
And this
This is
was the Vaquero
Vaquero Insider.
Insider. And before we go, I've been trying to get my co-host to do this for the entire season. She never wants to do it, but it's the last episode. You know what? I want everyone to do it now.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
okay.
Okay, so we're gonna repeat everything, but at the end, I'm gonna say, and we'll see you
And the next episode.
on the next episode. Even though it might be like in like 5 months or 6 months or never, I don't know. We'll see. But we'll see. But yeah, so I was your host, Senator Skyler Howell.
With his co-host, Senator Andrea Gaitan.
And this was the
The
Vaquero
Vaquero
Insider.
Insider.
And we'll see you
And then
on the next episode.